Okay, let's move on to tutorial 1. It's just the application of formula. So the formula that we'll be learning for speed is the DST triangle. Okay, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm copying, all the ink trails that I'm doing on the paper, please copy and highlight accordingly. Alright, so this is what we covered just now. Speed is how fast an object moves, and its distance traveled per unit time, which is why you have to divide. Okay, for example, if a car is traveling at a speed of 70 km per hour, that means it will travel 70 km in 1 hour. So in 2 hours, you'll have to times. So this is what I encountered with you just now. To get the distance, you will have to times. So from this DST triangle, you'll be able to come up with 3 formulas. D on the top of the triangle, meaning it's the biggest, and S and T are the smallest numbers. So please help me input this. Okay, to get speed, that's distance divided by time. To get time, that's distance divided by speed. And how would you get distance? You will take speed times time. So from this triangle alone, you should be able to come up with these 3 formulas, which is what we're going to do today. Apply the formulas. Okay, remember to convert the units correctly. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this later. Just some tips. List down the information that the question has in this form, in this triangle form. So I'll do this later. Convert the units and then apply the formula to solve the unknown. So the main thing is remember the formula and convert the units correctly. Okay, let's move on. So let's start first with the example. They ask you to fill in the triangle like this. So that's what we're going to practice, okay? Now, take note in example 1. They have given the units as km and minutes. But in the speed, they've put hour. So this is what I mean by convert the units. I will have to change 40 minutes into 2/3 hour. Okay? You must always follow the units of speed. Units in speed. Why? Because it's much easier to convert just 1 unit or just 1 unit compared to speed, which is a combination of 2 units already. So this one will be harder to change. So I want you to either change distance or time when you're dealing in speed. Okay? Now, we're going to continue and we're going to do all the odd numbered questions, and later the even numbered questions will be for homework. So take note that the use of calculator is not allowed, so put aside your calculators for now. Let's read the question. Brett took 15 minutes to cycle from home to town. He cycled at a speed of 8 km per hour. So this is the speed that you want to take note of, okay? Everything must match this units. What was the distance between his house and town in km? Alright, so first let's check km and km. Good, matches. Minutes versus hour. Okay, this is what we will need to change. Alright, so the question has given us, let's write the distance and then speed and then time. Alright, the distance is an unknown. The speed is 8 km per hour. I'll just put the units here for reference. And the time we will need to change from 15 minutes to hours. So 15 minutes equals to how many hours, right? 15 minutes is 15 out of 60 because 1 hour has 60 minutes. If you simplify this to the simplest form, that will be 1/4. So I'll change 15 minutes to 1/4 hour. So I'll write here 1/4 hour. Then how do we get the big number? We'll have to multiply. So to get the distance, you take 8 times 1/4. Okay, remember you can cancel this. And the answer will be 2 km. So that's how you do it. Okay, another point to note about presentation. Okay, please take note not to do this. 15 minutes equals to 1/4. Okay, it's not consistent. If you're putting units here, you have to put units here. Okay, just take note of that. Make sure your units are consistent. If you want to do it without the units, then just leave this aside and do this one. Okay, let's move on to question 3 in the next post. So once you're done with this, can you like the post and then refresh? Thank you.